Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia and I love this digital plan. And in today's video, I am going to work on my week for next week. This is how it turned out. I love the colorway on this page. I love the pink and the greens, and then that yellow and gold just really make it pop. So if you want to see how I created this spread, then keep on watching. Okay, so here I am starting with a blank spread, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is lasso a bit of black and copy it to cover up my December at the top. Come on. So next week is not gonna be a super busy week for me, which is nice, but it just means I need to fill up my page in other ways. And then I'm going to go into the new advent calendar. Close your eyes if you don't want any spoilers, but I'm just gonna grab this December sticker and put it at the top here. I'm gonna make it real big, kind of like that. And then I need to number my page. I'm going to use the color changing stickers, the color changing numbers. Make sure my images and my handwriting is turned on. And it is the week of the 8th through the 14th. So I'm just going to grab those and kind of size them. About like that. And then I'm just going to grab them and put them under each day. So today, I said in one of my last videos that me and my husband were on a little trip, a little weekend trip. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm just in a hotel room by myself. I thought that filming would be a super fun way to kind of fill the day up. I'm gonna add my decor on the bottom. So I'm gonna go into one of these December packs. Has a really cute, all these buildings. They're kind of like a Christmas village. And it has this really, really pretty pink building, which I'm gonna size it about like that. And then grab this church. Oops, I need to turn my images on. Kind of shrink the church down a little bit. Make sure they're even. And then there was one more building that I wanted to use. Kind of make him about the same size as the pink building. And I'm gonna put him behind the church. Kind of like that. And then there's this little snow sticker. It's kind of hidden over here. I'm gonna just shrink this down, crop the bottom off so I have a nice straight edge, and kind of put it in front of the building. I think that's really cute, like someone shoveled all the snow and put it over there. And then I really liked kind of creating a scene with this. I'm gonna bring this motorbike over here and kind of set him on the snow like that, and then grab these people getting a tree and kind of have them walking into the church like they got a tree for their church. Kind of like that. And then I just need my background sticker, which I use these white snowflakes. And I'm just gonna size this one so it covers up this bottom half, and then duplicate it and bring it over here. And I'm gonna arrange these both to the back. All right, now I need to change my numbers up here, change the color of them. So I'm gonna use my eyedropper tool and kind of grab some of this pink. Cute. So I don't really have a lot going on this week, so I'm gonna fill this up with some checklists. And I'm gonna go to my December shapes and grab one that kind of goes with these colors. I like this one because it's mostly green, so my checklist won't be, it'll be easy to read on top of there. And then I'm gonna grab one for my menu this week. Kind of fill it in right there. I feel like when I first started digital planning, I didn't really understand how to use this kind of layout. Because I was really used to having like a box layout. I'll kind of show you what I mean in a second. I'm gonna grab this other checklist for my cleaning tasks. I was really used to like a layout like this, where my days were laid out like that. I'd really only ever used a planner for school, and even then, I only ever wrote my assignments in it, and like maybe if I had some kind of event, I would put it in there. But it wasn't until I started digital planning. Well, I actually started digital planning because I was taking classes in the spring, and when I went to college originally, I did my undergrad from 2015 to 2019, and I used paper and pencil for everything. I knew that taking notes on a tablet was a thing, and a lot of people did it, but it also wasn't at all what it is today. So I never really invested into doing something like that. But when I took classes this spring, I think I did the first week of school, and immediately I was like, okay, I write really big generally, and I was like, I'm using up too much notebook paper already. Like, I just got the really cheap, like, one subject notebooks that are really thin, and I had already used like 5 pages on 1 week. So I was like, well, I guess I'll try taking notes on an iPad. So I had an old iPad 7th gen that I took notes on, and I just got a third-party Apple Pencil. I loved it. It worked great. But because that iPad was older, I knew that I kind of wanted to upgrade to something more powerful for the long run. So I ended up buying an iPad Air. I think it was the 5th gen. I ended up buying one secondhand off of, I don't know, it's just like a store that resells technology. Got that, and I got a new Apple Pencil, like a real one. I was using my third-party Apple Pencil on it, and like, I loved it. That Apple Pencil, it still works, and I still have it, but I kind of was like, well, if I just went and got a new iPad, I might as well get a new pencil. I think I got my pencil on sale too, which was awesome, and I started taking notes on my iPad. I fell in love with it very quickly, and that's kind of how I found digital planning, because I was like, well, if I have my notes on my iPad, I might as well do my planner for my schoolwork in there too. And I was just trying to find a cheap digital planner that would hold my assignments for me, and that's what I did. I found a really cheap one. It was great. It was a great first planner. It kind of had a lot in it, and it was kind of confusing for someone who had never done digital planning, never worked with a hyperlinked PDF. Like, it was kind of a lot, but I did end up really liking it. Let's see, I'm trying to get this is my work schedule. This is gonna be my husband's work schedule. So I did that for a while. I used whatever that planner was that I used for a while, and then I think I was probably just watching videos on YouTube for a long time on digital planning in general. And that's when I stumbled across Breezy Organization. And something about her planners and something about the way that she digital planned was just absolutely mesmerizing to me. So then I spent my time watching her videos like over and over and over until it finally started to click, like digital planning and how to use a planner and why people digital plan and all that stuff. So my first planner that I got from her, I got it I think in March, and I got the 2024 undated customizable life planner in landscape, and I loved that planner so much. I really made it work for me. I still have it, even though I don't use it anymore. I do use portrait, and the reason that I switched to portrait was because I had joined her Facebook group, and it's like everybody uses portrait, which is fine, that's great, but it was hard to get inspiration for landscape, especially being new, when nobody was using landscape. So I did end up switching to a portrait planner very early on, and I don't regret it. I do love the portrait, and I especially love the portrait now that I'm not in school, and I feel like I don't have as much to put on my planner every day. But also I've kind of gotten used to, like, one of the beauties of digital planning is that you can zoom in on your planner, which means that you can have your stuff on it be really small, and then you just have to zoom in to see it. So like for like this kind of spread, to me, like all this stuff is really small, but if I really need to see my to-do list, like I can just zoom in and see it. I put all these in the front so they pop. So I did a portrait customizable planner for the remainder of the year, and let me see what else I need to put on here. I love it. I do sometimes feel the itch to go back to landscape, just because it's different, it's fun, it's just a different way to plan. But I don't know, I really do like portrait a lot. Kind of stick this guy on here, a little bit of a page filler since I don't really have a lot going on. I'm gonna move him over just a little because I do have one thing going on Thursday. My husband got a TV on Black Friday because of course he did, and that'll get delivered sometime that day. And then I really want to designate a day to decluttering parts of my house. We'll see how far I get. I need to be very realistic on what I'm gonna do, but I think I can do it. If I just give myself a goal of a couple of rooms, I think I can do it. So then when I started like really getting into digital planning, I really was leaning into the creative side of it and all the stuff that you can do, especially with Breezy's products. Like they are just they're very unique, and there's not really anything else like them on the market. The things that you can do with her stuff, it was just so fun to me. It was such a creative outlet for me, which I have never really thought of myself as a super creative person, so to find myself really enjoying this, it was kind of cool. Let's see, I have a birthday on Saturday. Used a customizable planner the rest of the year. However, okay, this is going to be my second year of digital planning, and it's going to be my first full year of digital planning. I'm just not sure what planner I want to use. I kind of have always been like, oh, I'll just use a customizable planner, because if I really, really want to use something like this spread, she has inserts for that, and I could just go in and put that in every single week. But I did get this dark mode planner, and I also got a undated farmhouse planner, but it's this year's version. It's not the new 2025 one. And I was kind of playing around in them, and I was like, dang, it is really nice to be able to have all of the weeks and stuff already in the planner. because I have several appointments that I already have booked out for next year, and it was nice to be able to go in and write them in right away. So I actually went through I have my farmhouse planner. It's a light mode, it's not dark mode, but now I'm like, maybe I will use dark mode. I did go through and I have my whole farmhouse planner pretty much set up. It's very roughly set up because I will go in and make it cute later, but like I have February, I have them dated. I just kind of got bored and really kind of did most of it, but I also went into my weeks because there's already weeklies in here. I just wrote in the dates with my handwriting, but I can go in and make it cute later. But I went through and put birthdays in, I put my appointments in, and I really love that I could go ahead and do that ahead of time. So I don't know. I almost thought about getting an undated farmhouse from this year, the 2025 farmhouse. My only gripe with the 2025 farmhouse is I don't like the daily on it. Like the daily on this old one, I really, really love this. The daily on the dark mode one is very similar. Let's see if I can grab one. The daily on the dark mode, they're a little different because they're from different years, but I really, really, really love this layout, and I don't like the new layout, which is, let me see if I can find, where's my planner pal? I understand why she did it this way, and I actually really appreciate that she did it this way in terms of like confusion in the group and her customers, but she went through and streamlined all of her planners to have this layout as the daily. And I like it too. I just don't like how it covers up the whole page. Like that's what I kind of like about the way that she used to do the farmhouse daily, is like, let me find one that I didn't really decorate. Like there's a ton of room to put other stuff on here, where like on this one, if you want to put other stuff on here, like you would have to cover something up, which I could get away with. Like it's like, oh, I don't necessarily need a schedule every day, I could just use a checklist, or vice versa. I could just put all my whole checklist onto my schedule. But for her whole shtick of her brand being like, I want to have these be really customizable, leave a lot of blank space on the daily, it's really strange to me that she went to a daily that fills up the whole page like that. So anytime that I find myself kind of wanting to go to the undated 2025 farmhouse, I remind myself that daily's in there, and it kind of pulls me away a bit, but we'll see. She still has a minimalist planner she's going to come out with. She's supposedly doing a dark mode for 2025, but I don't know if that includes an undated version, because I think last year she did a dark mode customizable planner, and I don't think she did an undated on that, so I just don't know. We'll see. I've held off on getting a new planner. She has all these new templates in them, and I really am getting FOMO that I don't have one, but I keep it in my head that she might be releasing templates for those new templates, so we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna keep playing in these old planners and having fun and kind of still learning my planning style. And we'll see what I end up doing in 2025. I do have that farmhouse set up, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna use it or if I'm gonna go back and use a customizable planner. But here is how this one turned out. It's really cute. I am obsessed with the pinks and the greens and the golds. I just think it's very fun. Like, I am all about the traditional Christmas with the red and the greens, but I'm really loving these softer tones for this December. Also this like foiled December sticker is super cute, and it really goes well with this spread. I think this was last week's. This was the first week that I had this planner, and just in case you didn't get to see it. I also really like how this came out too. I got a lot on there. Like I said, like that's what's kind of nice about digital. Like I have my checklist really small, and to me at first, like that kind of bothered me because it's like, oh, you can't really see it, but I can just zoom in, and then I have my checklist is really big. I can use that every single week. But all right, well, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have anything that you want to see me do in the future, please comment down below and let me know, and I would love to do that for you. And I thank you for watching. Have a good day.